Penn State Berks has been blessed from its birth 60 years ago with the generosity of many, many friends. And we're here today to celebrate the continuing legacy of generosity of the friends and supporters of Penn State Berks. And we're here specifically to recognize and celebrate two wonderful couples who are each making one of the largest gifts in the history of Penn State Berks. Irvin and Lois Cohen and Vic and Dina Hammel. Each of these couples is donating $1.5 million to create the Cohen-Hammel Fellows Program at Penn State Berks. And I'd like to begin now with a round of applause to thank them. But before I conclude my remarks, a bit of history. Irvin and Lois Cohen met at Penn State. A few years later, Vic and Dina Hammel met at Penn State. Irvin and Lois have been directly involved in Penn State Berks from its history, even before Penn State Berks moved to its present location. And Irvin and Lois played a very important role in helping to make that happen. So part of their legacy is this beautiful campus where we are located here in Spring Township. Irvin and Lois not only have been generous with Penn State University and Penn State Berks, but they are deeply involved in their community and have set a high bar in terms of their service and commitment to their faith and their community and world. Like the Cohens, Vic and Dina met at Penn State. Vic and Dina, I have learned particularly over these past couple of years, how deeply they care about Penn State University and Penn State Berks, and also their community and world. Vic and Dina serve as co-chairs of our fundraising campaign. And you see the banners here, A Greater Penn State for the 21st Century. And they're doing an exceptional job, as always, in leading the campaign here at Penn State Berks. And they are also deeply committed, as are the Cohens, to our community. These two couples, for me, are role models of servant leaders who, with the deepest humility, serve their faith, community, and world. Their transformational gifts, along with a more than $1 million match from Penn State, will create an endowment of more than $4 million. That endowment to create the Cohen-Hammel Fellows Program is going to enable us to create a program that will recruit, educate, and graduate exceptional student leaders who will come to Penn State Berks with outstanding academic accomplishments already, but also outstanding academic potential, as well as exceptional leadership potential. Progressing through a combination of rigorous academic study and research, along with service and outreach in the community, Cohen-Hammel Fellows will learn through example and experience what it means to be ethical leaders in the 21st century. The funding provided by this new innovative program will enable us to attract students who not only have these solid academic backgrounds and exceptional leadership potential, but also the potential of the impact, the wonderful potential for the impact that they will make upon the community and world after they leave Penn State. This gift is a wonderful gift to our college particularly during this celebration year. And I just can't, it's very difficult for me to even express in words how deeply appreciative I am, not only of this gift, but also of the friendship and the support that each of these couples has meant to all of us at Penn State Berks. So I'm now going to turn to Lois Cohen and ask that she would share a few remarks on their behalf, followed by Vic Hammel. Lois?
Keith has already mentioned a few of the things that I was going to say. Irvin and I have been involved with Penn State Berks, Penn State period, for many years, and we've been delighted to see how this campus has grown and developed and become an integral part of the community. We do have great affection for Penn State. We met almost 70 years ago, so we're very pleased to be able to encourage other students, and we hope the fellowship will do a lot of good for our campus. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, this is a very important moment for us as well as for Berks. I want to thank Chancellor Hilkirk and Dave Delosier for being persistent and also giving us the opportunity to participate in something we hope will be transformative for Penn State. And I could not be more delighted, Dean and I could not be more delighted to be doing it with Irvin and Lois Cohen, people we have admired as role models since we came here in the early 70s, not just as philanthropists, which they definitely are, but as people who have accomplished much and have shown that when you're fortunate to be successful financially, you share that, which is what we're doing with them. And so we're delighted that it's the Cohen-Hammel Fellowship Program. They're senior to us. They've been our role models. I had actually asked Keith if we couldn't do the sequence by height. It would be Hammel, but he said that he didn't think that would be appropriate. So we are delighted. We are delighted to be following Irv and Lois as we have done for decades now. When Dean and I met at Penn State in the 60s, we met at the main campus, not University Park. We met at the main campus because the other places were just not the main campus. We had a wonderful time there. But since coming to Berks County, we have been extraordinarily impressed with the development of Penn State Berks as an institution for learning for the students, which puts it in no second place to anybody. And what Penn State Berks means to the students, we have learned by many different ways, most especially attending the chancellor dinners, the scholarship dinners, and being able to sit with and learn from some of you the students as to what you're getting out of Penn State Berks. That alone would be sufficient for us to make this gift. But in addition to that, I'm extraordinarily impressed with what Penn State Berks means to our community and what it contributes to Berks County. And so with all of that said, Dean and I couldn't be more delighted to be participating in this with the Cohens and on behalf of this community. And I know from my experience going to UP, it's not the main campus anymore, it's UP, going to UP for some of these seminars, how highly regarded the Berks campus is in the university, the Penn State University administration. And I hope this will just give us one more notch up to be the kind of place that lots and lots of Berks Countyans are going to want their kids to go to school here. Thank you very much. We didn't have this when I was there, but I will say it now. We are.